The Leo and Danny show.
These guys, you guys have been all around all the great comedians, huh? You guys have. Who's the craziest fucking guy you've been around? And I don't know. Most. Who were you most starstruck by?
I think I was more starstruck with Russell Peters, just because I grew up watching him so much.
Sure.
And he was kind of funny. He came up to me and he just looks at me. He's like, "I'm trying to figure out whose nose is bigger, mine or yours." And I like that. Like, he immediately broke that ice. And Bill Burr was a fun guy as well. Awesome. Super nice.
He murders, huh?
Oh yeah, everyone goes.
The reason why I wanted him to go first because Ali gets starstruck by everybody, and that's why one time Ali tried to send me a video like, dude, should I post this on my TikTok? And it was a video of Ali like, hey guys, I'm a stand-up comic, and I haven't done comedy in 3 months because of COVID. And I miss it, and it's like a.
Was that really the whole video?
No. The video while he's talking in the background, while a bunch of pictures of him with comics.
Oh, stop, dude!
The Ken Jong,
the Kim
Bill Burr.
Oh, come on!
Do you remember?
Let me.
And I was like,
defend myself here.
Fucking gay.
Yeah, that's the correct response. Dino agrees.
It was lame. I didn't post it. It never got posted. This is when TikTok had first started during the pandemic, where the trend was going up. I was like, I gotta do something, try something. And I was like, well, I'm a very new comic. Ali
runs a good show at the fucking Ha Comedy Club, and it's two great shows. And Renee also, and it's like
it was my first comedy show I did was his show. I think.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's tough to also focus. He has a lot of producing stuff to do all day, so it's tough to focus on the online shit, which is important nowadays. Also,
yeah, but I mean that doesn't excuse him absolutely jerking himself off with a
short.
It's true. It's true.
I've met Bill Burr and Whitney Cummings. Like, who was that for?
It was just a cheesy picture of me and all of them. It's like this.
You know what's funny is that we'll see.
What, can you give him the mic?
I was hoping.
Sorry, you know what's funny is that we'll see other comics like post those pictures. Like we know a comic that does it all the time where he'll post a picture like, oh, just hung out with Bill Burr, but we're there to see his actual conversation with Bill Burr, and it's just a quick, hey Bill, can I get a picture? And Bill's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And he just walks away like, you did not hang out with Bill Burr, dude.
Yeah, as much as I like to talk shit on people kidding. Like that,
no,
dude.
But he. No, sorry, go on.
I'm just saying, everybody has that, though. Yeah. As much as I like to be the guy who's like, oh, you clout-chasing, wannabe star fucker piece of shit, Ali. We all feel that lizard brain attraction when somebody rich or famous or big in the industry walks into the room. For you guys at stand-up comics, for me it'd be stand-up comics too, but also a guy on fucking YouTube. I secretly want to get like, my fantasy is that I'll be hanging out at a party in like Faves Banks or David Dobrik. What's up, dude? I love your stuff. Come over and start talking to me. Or like, they'll crack me a beer and give it to me. And then a paparazzi will pop up, take a picture and send it to me. And I'll like, I'll reshare. This is just, what we
okay.
Reshare real quick.
See, that's cool right there. And then like Ali and I, we're lucky enough to actually have to talk to these dudes, like, because we have to, because we're running the show, whatever. So, but like, when we see comics that like they start flexing on it right there, like, that's when we start laughing. Then it's just like,
and they weren't even.
You didn't even have to talk to him like we did. We had to get him ice.
We had to get him ice, dude. The LA, because I know that the social media scene is so lame in terms of everybody just jockeying for collaborations and some sort of acknowledgement, but most of the time, I don't have to deal with it. If I don't go on Instagram, if I don't read comments, I don't know what anybody else is doing. I don't watch a lot of YouTube. But you guys, the amount of dick sucking you must see go on in clubs, the conversations you overhear about motherfuckers, I'm opening for Brad Williams' opener on Sunday, or, Bill Burr liked a tweet of this guy I opened for 6 months ago. My career is fucking going places.
I've seen a lot of dick sucking. I've sucked a lot of dick myself.
Yeah, I mean, we're all guilty of it.
There's a lot of it, but like when I tell you, like, when there's like loyalty, when a feature is actually paying, like getting paid from the headliner good money, like there's some good loyalty going on between like a lot of comics. Like if a comic goes through something, like he'll legit feel for it, like, oh man, that's my brother.
Wait,
man,
get concrete with me. Who are you talking about? Who have you opened for that's super loyal to you, who's big? Who is covered up you say like roofing a chick who wasn't your wife and kept it out of the press?
I can't. No.
That's an exaggeration.
No.
For instance, we had Chris D'Elia's opener on here, and like he was super loyal to D'Elia the entire time. Everything was going awful for Chris, and I think that's what you're getting at. But I'm just wondering if you have any other examples.
I was going along those lines as well, but I have like like an example, like when I opened for. I mean, this is not a big guy now, but he was a big guy back then. Willie Barcena. When I opened for him, he's
big in Merced.
He's big in Merced.
Barcena was on HBO and shit.
I never heard of
it. He had
him.
an HBO.
Well, Willie Barcena was like big back then. He was like one of the when the Latino comic scene was coming up.
The Tonight Show, like how many times?
No, he's done like the Tonight Show with Jay Leno like 13 times, but it doesn't matter.
That's crazy, bro.
But it's like when I opened for him, his openers were super loyal to him, and it was just like, and he would treat us like shit. Dude,
Wow.
like where it would just be like we had to deal with like some anger and stuff.
Alcoholism type shit?
Yeah, alcoholism
Okay,
too.
yeah.
And it was just like, all right, dude, where it's just like, but then there's this guy just loyal to him, dude, and it's just like, and it's because of that idea of, you're getting paid, and you're gonna live a life that you probably all your other friends would be jealous of, kind of, because you're on the road and doing all these things. And it's like, dude, but at the end of the day, man, I've never got to live that future life.
Right. Where you're selling out everywhere and.
Because I don't know. I guess because of the idea that people have taken me out on the road and stuff like that, and I've been taken on the road by a lot of people. I just did a weekend with Greg Wilson in El Paso, and we were talking about
Greg Wilson's unreal.
Yeah,
dude.
so
he's the most unbelievable just crowd work guy I've ever
Yeah.
seen. You need to see this. Unreal.
So Greg Wilson is also a dirty comic, and he loves that crowd work stuff. And he was talking about like, man, because after I won stand up NBC, things were like, people were like, oh, you think you're a headliner?
What is up with the stand up NBC thing? I
was shouting it out, dude. It's solid.
I was talking shit on the idea that NBC has a program that anybody watches. I mean, it's sweet. I know you're a great comic, 'cause I've seen you live. You were awesome.
Very good, yeah.
But I mean, how many people honestly watched you win this NBC contest?
Well, it wasn't broadcasted anything at all.
So 0 people watched it.
Yeah, it was all for industry.
So I was being very generous, Leo, when I said half the amount of people
you,
listen to
dude.
this podcast.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. Yeah, you're right.
It's all for industry. But I know I've seen you live and you killed it.
Yeah.
So I respect.
No,
but
yeah.
Anything that the corporate comedy contests are putting on is just, I assume,
You
it's
had to be
bullshit
clean.
these
Had to be a
days.
clean 30-minute set, right?
No, it had to be a clean 5 minute set.
Oh, 5 minutes. Okay,
Yeah.
damn, that's tough, man.
But it was I still did my thing. But like the whole thing with that was, like after NBC and whatever, I started like, getting some headlining gigs, and then it's kind of like I'll get some feature gigs here and there. But Greg Wilson was like, yeah, as soon as he started getting some recognition, somewhat, it was just like people never really took him on the road because they never really wanted to follow him because he was so Greg Wilson, he fucking murders.
He
dude.
murders.
He
dude.
fucking and I'm not trying to fucking jack myself off, but I fucking murder too, dude.
Hell yeah.
And it's gonna be like the only people I've realized are willing to take me on the road are the ones that also murder. You know what I mean? It's just like that they're willing.
They don't want you to do better than them.
Yeah,
basically.
you know what I mean. And
comedy's fucking tough, man. It's a tough game. You guys are tough fuckers. I mean, you got to do it for a long time, and then eventually you kind of like outrun it. You out marathon everybody else.
You're
right?
doing it too, though. You're putting in a lot of
man.
work, Leo.
Thanks, brother. I
You're
appreciate it.
pretty funny.
I want to know about this.
Appreciate it, Ali. You're funny too, man.
Thanks, man.
Well, that was a really sincere exchange right there.
Fuck you, dude.
There we go. Dino livened it up a little bit.
Dino,
He made it
Say
more
terrorist again?
He said
He did,
gay
he
this
did.
time.
Oh, he said gay
He
this
said
time.
gay.
Oh.
Which doesn't really sound like terrorist. I'm surprised you overheard it as that. But I want to hear about, because I know how much people in the YouTube industry make. I know how much people in podcasting are making. I'm not sure how it goes in stand-up. Yeah. Obviously, there are guys like Russell Peters, who probably makes $20 million a year, as does Bill Burr, Louis C.K. Yeah, Russell Peters is one of those guys you do not expect to be making the kind of money he makes, but he's a fucking monster.
He was the highest paid comic for a while. Wow. For a long time.
He kills. He's
just
big
sells out
internationally.
everywhere. Big
Great
around the world.
Great
Around the world.
crowd work guy, too.